looking down there for Kernahan. Lyon, we get it over the boundary line. Hand pass comes out to Flintoff from Healy, who gets it back again. Kicks into the man. Nayley. Herman, intended for such, and Grinter stands in the road.
Didn't he stand in the road too?
That's how Rod Grinter plays it. Throw in, about 75 metres around. O'Dwyer and Madden, who gets boot to ball. Who's it going to favour? Well, Sartori flipped it on. There was no one there, though, for Carlton. And just knocked through by Grinter in front of Gleeson, who almost got his second goal for the quarter. 75 to 101. He called on the bench this afternoon. Danny Hughes favouring the member stand side. I think a sensible tactic, going with the wind or against the breeze. Now Murphy robes it beautifully. Here's Carlton second for the quarter.
The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. Is it a Targa? Is it a coupe? Or is it a cabrio? Absolutely. The new 1.8 Nissan Exa. It's out of the ordinary and out of sight. Nissan know how. Building the right cars for Australia.
Pouring down. Rain absolutely pouring down at VFL Park, so we've got just over 21 minutes left. Carlton have got the ball out of the centre. They do nearly again through Nayley. Phoebe grabbed around the neck. Poor play by the captain of Carlton, Stephen Kernahan, and Phoebe will take the free kick for Melbourne. Defensive side of centre. Kicks it up towards centre half forward for Melbourne. The ball hangs in the breeze. There's a mark. Spalding. Fair mark, and he plays allowed to play on. He kicks it up towards full forward, a marking contest. Here's a chance now for Melbourne. The ball comes free. Kick out by Kennedy. There's no one here except the Melbourne player Williams, who's just come on from the bench. Williams kick up towards full forward, out in front. No mark taken. Could have been taken by Aitken. It's in the goal square. A quick kick off the ground could be advantageous, but the Carlton defenders man up. And O'Dwyer is the Melbourne player off the ground to allow Williams to come on, and it nearly resulted favourably for the Demons. We've got a bounce just outside the Melbourne goal line. There's the time clock. Steins gets it out. Williams, Glascott, Herman. Back it goes now to Rhys Jones, and Rhys Jones left foot kick. Goes out towards the wing. Dersma, great mark. And Kernahan, the frustration should be showing. 50 metres, and that's bad football.
Yes, I don't think it was quite as bad as that. But there was probably no need for it, was the truth of the matter.
Wait till you see what he kicks, and then you'll tell whether it's bad or not. If he kicks a goal...
Well, he's got to be a big chance. Tell you what, that's not a very long 50 metres either, just by the way.
Well, Dersma now is within 25 metres of goal. A very crucial kick for the centre half back. Concentrating hard. Kicks just off the side, hit the post. Well, the Demon fans will cry blood if they can't get up and win this match.
Well, I think he only got about 30 of his 50 metres.
21 points they lead by. Derui kicks it in, straight up the centre.
It's the way to play it for Carlton. Madden takes the rebound. Nayley tried to soccer it without success. Sockered away by Aitken. Lyon. Phoebe. Well, a good flip out the back. Stretch. Straight down the ground. Knocked away by Kennedy. Two Melbourne players are there. Spalding. Nearly upset his apple cart. Goes long into the goal square. Williams. Handy if he can get this one. Derui. Good defence. Jackson off the ground. Goals! Oh, real soccer stuff. That's his fourth goal. Very similar to one he kicked early in the game.
And hasn't that changed the complexion of the game up forward? With David Williams going to full forward, the smaller man, more agile. O'Dwyer would be disappointed at going off. He's had a pretty good battle with Madden, but in these slippery conditions, Spalding's done very well indeed to get that ball forward. Just that agility there, was able to set it up. Derui went for the boundary line, only to find Jackson by himself and 4 goals, 1 in each quarter.
Great goal to Ricky Jackson. 81 now to 108. Melbourne gets some breathing space. Steins up to half forward. White goes through like a steam train. The ball rebounds out towards right half forward and Healy. Williams again. Great move by Northey, bringing him on. Gets the hand pass out again. It's Healy once more. Shocking kick out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Carlton. Back pocket left.
In the back pocket, Mick Kennedy. There's John Northey. He's getting a little excited. He's on his feet. Kennedy's got a loose player on the outer half-back flank, and it's Rhys Jones. He takes the mark and runs away from Spalding. Spalding very tired. Rhys Jones up towards the centre of the ground. No mark taken. Chance for Blackwell. The ball eludes him. A punch on by the Melbourne defence. Rhys Jones has a chance. He's pushed off the ball. Blackwell. The ball very slippery. All players finding it hard to handle. And the ball is kept in for the Demons. It's in their attacking half, and some fingernails being shortened there by Wes Lofts as Blackwell picks himself up. Time ticking away, just 18 minutes remaining. The Demons, a real chance to go into their first grand final since 1964 against the Hawks next week.
Long time ago, 24 years. Umpire standing there like a traffic policeman awaiting for the bounce. Madden finally wins it. Alvin, a fresh air shot. Steins. Flintop's kick is a short one. Thumped away by Dunlop. He'll be able to follow this up, but doesn't get a favourable bounce. It allows Spalding to run free, not for very long. Smothered well by Dunlop. Back it comes to Kennedy. Kennedy's kick is short. Still bounces inside 50 for Carlton. Glascott farms out the hand pass. The recipient is Gleeson. And Gleeson downfield. Long kick intended for Kernahan. The captain doesn't let him down. Lovett's tackle a little bit late. Silvani gets offloaded with a good hip and shoulder. Grinder goes for the boundary line, or Lovett, and puts it over the line. Now both of those players are hurt. Gary Lyon holding his head. Steve Silvani looking pretty groggy. Let's take a look at that again.
It's pretty good stuff, actually. Silvani really has had some nasty bumps this year. And him and Gary Lyon, it was a terrific honest contest.
Meldrum over the head of Lyon. Now here's Silvani. He seems to have recovered okay. Sartori gets around and scores a point. Goodness me, how did he miss that?
Well, I'd like to go on record as saying that the difference between the two teams is Melbourne have kicked the crucial goals and Carlton have missed them.
Yes, he's kicked 3 goals, 3, and I would suggest the 3 goals he's missed have been almost gimmies, if there's such a thing in football.
Well, that'd be close to a gimme, wouldn't it? Only a few metres out. And a good mark to Madden in front of Steins, but he has to kick from outside 50. Justin Madden for kick number 11. No, he's gone for the hand pass to Bradley. Spiral punt kick gets the distance. The accuracy isn't there. A good attempt to mark by Sartori. One behind. The bottom line for Carlton, 12-11 to 17-6. Great kicking under these conditions. 25 points the difference. Hannah warming up.
Hughes kicks into the outer side looking for Lovett. He can't mark. Meldrum's there and he falls over at a critical stage. The kick off the ground goes into the centre. Lyon gathers. He's caught with the football. Rhys Jones, the tackler, comes to the back. Bradley gets the hand pass out to Gleeson. Gleeson's quick kick into the forward pocket. No mark taken. Hughes pressured by Sartori. Hughes's kick is good and it gains about 30 metres for his team and goes out of bounds at half-back for Melbourne. About 55 to 60 metres around. It's a little further away. It's 70 metres around from the Carlton goal. Madden doing the ruck work. Out the back. Bradley again. Goes right through all players. Chance for Herman. Good gather. Flip out the back. Sartori falls over. Stretch. Kick off the ground is effective.
Odds to nothing there for Steve Stretch, who was prepared to concede a behind or whatever. He was able to get it out on the member stand pocket. Kernahan jockeying for the front position. Down to Phoebe or Glascott. Neither of those players picks it up cleanly. David Glascott, the bottom of the stack. And so a bounce. Still inside the 50-metre line. Carlton's left forward pocket. Bounce by Ross Castle's fairly high. Thumped away by Jim Steins. Melbourne gaining only metres and also time.
Played well, Steins and O'Dwyer.
14.5 minutes left in the game to decide who will take spot number 2 against Hawthorn next Saturday in the grand final. Down goes Johnson, out goes the ball, and another throw in almost in the identical spot, still around about 50 metres from goal.
So you tend to say that Melbourne have really bottled this game up. But you just know that Carlton will have one last dip at it. And they need to get goals from it, though.
Silvani from Madden. Silvani to Madden. Not Flintoff, but Lovett. And Danny Hughes sees the ball safely over the boundary line. So Carlton working it forward. It's right next to the behind post.
Gee, they need 3 quick goals if they're going to have a chance. Look at that time clock.
Steins at the back. Ball becoming very, very slippery with this persistent rain. Booted out past Alvin. Madden's there. Good tackle, Gary Lyon. The ball spills free for him. In comes Bradley. Thumped away from Alvin. It's out of bounds. We'll see a throw in about 60 metres from the Carlton goal.
Millum Hanna on the boundary line as David Glascott is about to be replaced. And precious time ticking away. Madden pulled off the ball. The quick kick comes up towards the wing. It's punched away there by Dunlop. Crash to the ground. Kick off the ground again. Chance now for Herman. He thumps the ball into the forward area. Goes through Danny Hughes. Kernahan's a chance. He breaks the tackle. Snapshot is great. It's nearly a goal. It's home.
When you want a helper in the kitchen, get a Breville.
I've got my Breville.
When you want real frothy coffee, get a Breville.
I've got my Breville.
When you want somebody and some bounce, get a Breville.
I've got my Breville.
When you want to make someone happy, get a Breville.
We've got a Breville.
When you feel you'd like a toasted snack, get a Breville.
If it's not Breville, it's not the best.
19 points the difference now after Kernahan's 4th goal. It's still a ball game. Phoebe attempts to soccer it forward for Melbourne. Rhys Jones shows him how it's done. Past Kernahan on this occasion. Naily dispossessed. Murphy. Here's another one coming up for Carlton. Maybe to Kernahan as well. Gets it out to Steve Silvani. In pursuit is Stephen Stretch. Silvani, beautifully done to shoot at goal with his right foot.
Geez, that was shocking, isn't it?
One behind. He knows he's bleeding from the left eye too. So he's gone a couple of rounds with Jeff Fennick. Hughes. Member stand flank again. Hanna, who's just come on to replace Glascott, takes the mark. And Hanna won't waste any time. He'll be very keen to get warm and get Carlton moving. Not a great kick. Direction-wise, out of bounds.
No,
Throw
it didn't put a lot of pressure on the defence at all.
Poor kick, wasn't it?
Phoebe coming off will be perhaps for Steve Newport. It's very crowded in Carlton's left forward pocket. Down it comes to Gleeson. Naily caught pretty quickly. Flipped out the back to Herman. That's out of bounds on the full.
He went the wrong way then, really.
And it will be taken by Flintoff. No, it won't. Take that back. It will be Grinter. Grinter's kick dropping short, predictably. Madden with a big fist to Rhys Jones. Sartori the target. Very hard to mark at the moment. Meldrum just about throws it out. Out it comes to Meldrum again after Herman. Then he had his head taken off, and that could be a goal. Could be, but it's a behind. 13-13, so 26 effective scoring shots.
They need 3 goals, Peter.
3 goals. Can they get them? 11 and a quarter minutes remaining. Well, plenty of time if they're good enough, Malcolm.
Yes, they indeed. And 3 goals, 5 they've kicked, and a couple of those just go on the other side of the post. I think this crowd's waiting for something to happen here.
They certainly are. The quietness is really unbelievable. Kick in by Hughes. The mark's been taken by Stretch, but he's given a kick away. Herman, he dives on it, goes for goal. Ian Herman. The torpedoes off the side of the boot. Silvani in the pocket, can't quite gather it. And it's thumped over. No, it's not thumped over the line. Silvani goes after it again. So does Greg Healy. And the captain, the Melbourne captain, dives after it and gets the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, perfect example then, Herman. All he had to do was put pressure on the goal scorer again. Drop punt would have been the kick. Slip, hard to do torpedoes in these conditions.
Chance for Gleeson. Grinter puts his body in. Good play. Out wide. It's a chance for Stretch. Stretch just inside the 50-metre line. Kicks it out towards the wing. It comes to the back. Dunlop on his favoured foot. Goes for the hand pass to Elvin. He drops it a sitter, but he's got time enough to steady. Left foot kick towards half forward. Kernahan can't mark. It comes to the front. Kick off the ground favours Yates. Now's a chance for Grinter. He's got Johnson in support, and the Demons are out of trouble because Johnson's kick now comes up towards the wing. No mark taken. Kennedy's there under pressure. Kick off the ground by Wilson. Good play. Jackson into the open. Williams. He'll go into an open goal. David Williams. Put down your glasses. He doesn't. He kicks it right across the face and out of bounds for a throw-in 3 or 4 metres around from the behind post.
Very close to out on the full, that one. Very close.
10 minutes remaining in the match.
So Carlton free kick. No, it was out of bounds. I'm talking myself into something that didn't happen. It was so close.
Oh!
He's holding the ball against Carlton.
Can you believe that?
Well,
both two Carlton players there. It was just the indecision that caused that. One player should have nominated himself for it.
let's take a look at it again.
There it is there, and Bradley overrunning it.
Rhys Jones on the top of it. That's a bit stiff, isn't it?
Give decisions like that in a preliminary final where the position is really crucial. Whoever loses the game's out of it. No, I don't believe it.
Ricky Jackson for goal number 5. 35 metres out. And has missed it, I fancy, judging by his reaction. No, he's got it.
Hit the post.
Carpet, you think? Carpet the house. You creep up on it quietly.
It's a very big buy.
A big buy. Not to be taken lightly. Who are the experts? Who can you trust? Who do you talk to? Talk to us. Give us a call. Call Carpet Call.
The experts in the trade. Call Carpet Call when you want carpet laid. Call Carpet Call, the experts in the trade.
See the range. A big range. The quality. The famous name. Give us a call. Call Carpet Call.
The experts in the trade.
Well, and that replay looked as though it shaped the post, but it has been given as a goal, so things falling Melbourne's way. Newport picks up, drives the Demons forward, once again up the half forward, and the mark is taken by Aitken.
Aitken's kick is very wide, bouncing towards the boundary line. They won't be able to keep it in, and another boundary throw-in will take place. Well, that goal, I would say, has put paid to Carlton's chances of playing in the grand final.
Yeah, here it is.
And you'll see the ball duck back towards the middle of the camera. There it is there. Just shave the post.
On centre wing, chance for Nailey. Flipped back by the Melbourne player there. Gleeson's after it. He's pushed in the back, and the umpire sees it that way, and the free kick will go to the Carlton Rover. So with just 8 minutes left in the preliminary final, Melbourne looking pretty good at this stage. Gleeson's kick up towards half forward. Very difficult to mark this slippery ball. Chance for Melbourne to come clear. Back into the centre. It's punched away. A good play by Wilson, and he gets the hand pass over to Healy. Healy, short kick. Up towards half forward. Williams gathers. Back onto the right foot. He can't really do much with it. It goes back to Healy. Healy slips over. Rhys Jones caught with the football again. Too slow. Newport's left foot kick towards half forward. Goes to the back. Punch away by Dunlop. Attempted gather by Kennedy. He's in after it again, Mick Kennedy, and he overruns it. Now three of them fight over it, and it comes out the back. The attempted kick off the ground by Wilson. He's caught with the football. He gets the hand pass out to Stretch. Stretch up against the boundary line. His kick is great. Spalding misses the mark. Blackwell does the tackling. Kick off the ground. Chance for Carlton to come clear now through Dunlop at half-back, and the Blues striving hard to stay in this match. Up towards the wing, and a great mark's been taken by Steins and made a liar of the slippery ball syndrome.
My word, wasn't that a terrific mark?
Jimmy Steins, short of right centre wing, any overhead mark today, a good one. Magnificent grab by Steins. And Dunlop is showing us how good that mark was, I guess. Flip over the back by Jackson, intercepting is Kennedy. Hugs the boundary line with the kick. Thump away by Dersma. Lovell, the chance. And they got put out of business by Fraser Murphy. And on centre wing, right on the Meyer emblem, it's going to be a bounce. Under 7 minutes remaining in the game. With the right to challenge Hawthorn in next week's grand final. Steins and Madden. Murphy got put out of business by Stretch. It's a real wet weather day now. Out to Bradley. His effectiveness after half-time hasn't been as great as before the main change. This is Meldrum. Outside 50 metres. Long kick. Silvani tried to take a screamer from the back. Hughes goes towards the boundary line with the educated fullback's kick. Millum Hanna in the road. And eventually gets beaten for it by Newport. Having trouble gathering, but not really surprising under these conditions. It's still teeming. How would you like to be on top of the light towers? How would you like to get the camera down this afternoon? Pass. Steins up. Almost takes it. And up by Ross Castle will bounce it again. So similar conditions that Carlton enjoyed or had to put up with last week against Hawthorn, and it would appear at this stage it's going to be the same result. Some long faces in the Carlton box. Melbourne striving for their first grand final since '64. Booted away by Alan Johnson. Johnson's kick up towards centre wing. And the ball like a cake of soap at the moment. It beats Dunlop over the line and also Spalding. And once again we'll see a boundary throw. 5 minutes 10 remaining in the game.
Melbourne supporters won't mind at all sitting this out in the rain. Madden tries to get the tap out the back. It's not bad. Murphy caught with a football, but he gets the hand pass away to Blackwell. Carlton players all trying to win it off their own boot with these big long thumps into the forward line. Chance now. Here's a kick off the ground by Sartori. It's a goal.
That's our company boat. Oh, very impressive.
Fill the bilge? Yeah. I even wound up the winch.
King G Permanent Press handles anything with style, which helps when you're dealing with the public.
Looks like 2 trips.
Who asked you, fella?
Were you worth a country? Look, I run this place. I don't want accidents.
Don't backchat me, I know boats.
Do anything else for you?
King G Permanent Press handles anything with style.
Well, just under 5 minutes left in the game, so the centre bounce is very crucial. Madden can't get it out, Bradley can, and a quick kick up towards half forward. Silvani nearly takes the mark. He gets the hand pass off. Murphy's caught with the football. Great effort there by Stretch. The ball at half forward for Carlton, and the free kick has been picked out, and it's going to Stevens.
Wasn't that a certain chance then?
Great tackle though, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
Stretch now to kick the ball out of trouble for Melbourne. Out towards the wing. It's a great kick by Stretch, and a great mark out there to Yates. So Melbourne within reach of a grand final spot against Hawthorn next week. Can they hang on? The time now very close to 4 minutes left in the last quarter. Punch away by Wilson. Healy gathers. He can't break away. A struggle for possession out there on the centre wing. No one can break away with it. John Northey, he'd be using that telephone every second, I would think, in this last quarter, as the nails just get shorter and shorter in the Melbourne camp.
Outer wing, under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Carlton needs 3 goals to go into their 3rd successive grand final. Still a tall order, but of course shades of last year when Hawthorn picked them back and finally won the game on or after the bell. Madden and Steins. Assist from Spalding, won by Madden, tries to find Blackwell, only finds the boundary line. And they didn't really gain too much from that. 3.5 minutes remaining. Steins and Madden again. Steins goes down. Gleeson. Dunlop. Good tackle by Hannah. Out it comes to Yates it is. Up the half forward. DeRuy got underneath an opportunity for Williams. Gathers. This could be the seamer if he kicks accurately. And he's done it. That is a goal. Yes, all clear, says the field umpire, and that's what he's going to signal. Listen to the roar. Melbourne's 19th, and they don't mind the rain and the outer.
Tremendous elation from all the Melbourne players all over the ground then. They can see that they've got a spot in the grand final against Hawthorn, something that eluded them last year. As we look at this from behind, Williams was able to get DeRuy under the ground. Grinter doesn't really mind.
A spectator on the ground being given chase by a policeman.
About to be shirt-fronted.
Oh, great tackle. Great tackle.
Oh.
I don't think he'll claim a 50-metre penalty. Might be a guest of Her Majesty tonight, though.
Yes, well, I suppose that's one way to get onto the preliminary final ground, isn't it?
Parachute in.
Yes, we've had everything, haven't we? Fights and shoves and what have you between the players, and now really spectators under the influence out there.
We are seeing a historical moment in 25 years of football.
We certainly are. Bouncing to the centre again. Steins really got collected for his trouble. And once again, it's going to be a bounce at midfield. 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. Melbourne, the underdogs, have almost done the impossible. Madden wins it. Down to Gleeson. Bradley off the ground. Umpire has given a free kick Melbourne's way.
Kicking in danger, I would think, against Bradley.
To be taken by Brian Wilson. The Brownlow medalist to take the kick at midfield. It's going to Duursma.
Duursma kicks it out wide. Spalding's on his own. Melbourne wasting time. They can see that they're home now. It's under 2 minutes left. Spalding stutters. Now he's called to play on. Round into the left foot. Earl Spalding kicks it towards half forward, and the mark's been taken by Aitken. No urgency there shown by Carlton. Now he kicks it quickly, but a great interception there by Spalding, and he thumps it over the line for another boundary throw-in. And the Melbourne fans, we'll put up with the rain. You send us whatever weather you like. We'll put up with it if we can watch our side play in the grand final. Steins, thump to the front. He goes after it again. Bradley's kick towards the wing. Duursma, kick off the ground. Chance for Johnson. Kick off the ground again by Bradley. White, great gather by Sean White, and he gets the hand pass out towards Flintoff. Flintoff goes to the line and will have another boundary throw in. So with just 1 minute and 4 seconds left, Melbourne within sight of the grand final spot.
First time since 1964. Madden up high. Steins. Rhys Jones. Redirects play back towards midfield off the hands of Yates. Fraser Murphy at the bottom. Naily. From midfield. Short. Off the hands of Sartori. Danny Hughes should be able to do the tidying up without too many problems if he doesn't fumble. Sartori tries to hoof it off the ground. Has done so, but it's touched. So behind to Carlton. They're 14th. 98 to 120. Melbourne by 22 points. Will it be the last score of the day? Hughes to Lovett. Left back pocket. Black will try to read it over the top of Steins' head. Steins read it better. Dunlop misses a chance for Wilson. Alvin. The umpire has given a free kick. Might be going to Spalding, is it? Time ticking down, just about siren time, and there it is! Melbourne's into the grand final. First time since 1964, and the scene's the exact reverse from those here 12 months to the day.
Well, they look pretty happy with themselves, and, well, assuredly so too. Their performance was very, very good, particularly that third quarter, when a few of the dust-ups started. They got back on the ball, Malcolm, I thought, a lot quicker than Carlton, and got that very vital lead at three-quarter time.
Yes, they did. And I suppose if you talk about luck in football, the rain did come which didn't make Carlton's job any easier, but Melbourne had the momentum after losing it midway through that second quarter, but they really did regain composure. You know, I think that's 5 out of the last 6 finals games they've won, and of course the other one was beaten by 2 points. So their form over the last 2 years in finals has been remarkable.
It has, hasn't it? And they've got into the grand final from 5th spot.
Yes, Peter. Interesting to note on this scoreboard that they've kicked 3 goals, 1
at both ends again.
At the end against the Breeze.
They have in both of those quarters. Yeah,
and won by just a little bit less than those 6 goals.
Yes.
Well, it's a great day for Melbourne supporters into the grand final. It's not so great for Carlton. But congratulations to the Demons and to their coach John Northey into the grand final against Hawthorn next week. What a game that's going to be at VFL Park. It was 19-6, 120 Melbourne, defeating Carlton 14-14-98 in the 1988 preliminary final.
On the opposition, well, he wasn't able to take advantage really of Justin Madden's hit-outs, but still not a bad day for him with 18 kicks and 2 hand passes, but not quite the influence that he had last week. Gary Buckenara, will he win the Brownlow medal on Monday week? He'd have to be a big chance. Another top game for Gary Buckenara with 19 kicks and 3 hand passes, and he took 8 marks in those conditions with a slippery piece of soap. Wayne Blackwell had the better of Robert Dipianamenico on the wing. 15 kicks and 7 hand passes for him and 5 marks as well. A great game by the former West Australian. Dermot Brereton, there he is, 15 kicks he had, not 16. 6 in the last quarter, a great effort when they were kicking with the breeze. 7 marks on a day like that and 3 goals won. A great contribution from the hardest position on the field to play. And Millum Hanna, the man with the very sparse hair on his head. He's interesting to watch in the hurly-burly of league football, but he had 13 kicks and 3 hand passes and just 1 shot at goal with 1 behind, and Mill Hanna also took 2 marks. There were some interesting positional changes during the game. We saw Silvani go from full-back to full-forward, Chris Mew go out from centre-half, from full-back to centre-half back, and he did well.
Well, I thought it was good coaching by both coaches. Firstly, I think if they had have gone the way they were going, Carlton, they would have been beaten. It was inevitable that Hawthorn would have won the game. Silvani lifted them in that 3rd quarter, and then Alan Joyce was terrific in the fact he didn't hesitate to straight away put Mew to centre-half back and, of course, Langford back on the Silvani.
No, that move had to be made very quickly because Silvani probably too strong for Mew.
Well, we raved about the performance of the veteran skipper Michael Tuck, and here he is in the rooms with Malcolm Blight.
Very much true, Michael. Your form, especially in the second half, was fantastic.
Yes, I was quite pleased after half-time. Everything sort of fell my way a little bit, so it was quite good.
32 finals. You've certainly skipped away in the record department, and certainly one more to come Saturday week.
Oh, we hope so, as long as I don't break down in training or anything like that. I'll be very ginger, but yes, I've been very fortunate. I've been in a good club with a good side at the right time, so everything's worked out pretty well.
Michael, I know there's a lot of questions asked about how do you keep that trim, taut, terrific figure that you've got?
Well, I don't drink or smoke or anything like that, so I look after myself. But no, I think it's a bit lucky, really. So
yeah. Season number 17?
Yes, well, I've been happy with the year, basically as a team point of view, because we could have hit the skid road after 5 consecutive grand finals, but to bounce back like we have has been quite good.
It's a remarkable performance, isn't it? 6 in a row. I mean, that is unbelievable, and you've been involved in all of them.
I have, yes, up to date. So.
And obviously looking for better things Saturday week.
No, we have. So we've been in 5, but only 2 out of 3, so it's not a real good record. So we're hoping to make it 50%. But then once you get there, you've got a chance. So whoever gets in there now has got a chance too.
Yeah, congratulations once again, Michael. Terrific game.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And the veteran keeps on going. Good on you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Superb game for Michael Tuck. 359 games. If he goes on next year, Bernie, he'll pass you.
Yeah, I think it's about time he retired. He's looking a bit tired.
Bernie Quinlan here has the 2nd most number of games in VFL football. Was it 367?
367, that's
right.
So
Michael Tuck in 3rd place and closing.
Closing rapidly. I think on his form there in that last quarter, he should go on too next year. I'd be very pleased if Michael did pass me.
Well, no reason why he shouldn't.
No, well, he's had a couple of injury problems.
Pat Cash down there with Shirley Strawn. Pat Cash missed the US Open to come back and see his beloved Hawks. He'd be happy because it's worked out nearly every time he's been in Australia to watch them play. They've lost the grand final.
Well, they're 2 very keen Hawthorn supporters. Pat Cash, he was a great footballer himself as a youngster. Probably could have played league football, only he chose tennis. And, of course, Todd Viney of Melbourne went the other way. He was a top tennis player and became a league footballer.
Do you think he'd be sorry he took on tennis? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think he'd have a little bit more money than Bernie and I combined.
Well, there it is from VFL Park. 60,000 here to watch Hawthorn win by 21 points. They're in the grand final in a fortnight's time. Carlton will play in the preliminary final against the winner of tomorrow's first semi between Melbourne and Collingwood. Hope you've enjoyed the action. Back to Steve Rebilliard in the Sydney studio.
Thanks very much, Drew. Yes, nice to be able to sit here and say it was a great game despite terrible conditions. We'll be back with more in a minute.
They don't have Fritz in Sydney.
No, Fritz.
They've never tried a Woody's lemonade.
Don't know what they're missing.
What's Christmas without the pageant?
And a funny kind of football's played.
There you go. In Melbourne, they don't have a pie cart.
And no one makes our famous ale.
Poor devils.
At the show, there's no honey ice cream. And no Popeye ever sails.
There's a lot of things that make our state unique. Oh, sure, maybe they're small, but they make living here different from living anywhere else. They're the things that only a local can understand. A local like the only bank with its heart in South Australia.
State Bank, your bank. The bank we call our own. State Bank, your bank. It's yours, yours alone. 'Cause they don't have Fritz in Sydney.
The seafood's nice and so's the price. It's more than nutritious, really delicious. For seafood that'll pass the test, the cooking's great, quite the best, and you take it away in a treasure chest.
Treat yourself and your family to nutritious, succulent South Australian seafood at Barnacle Bill's. Cooked in healthy vegetable oil, you can choose a variety of packs from small fry for the kids to the family-sized seafood platter.
From your nearest Barnacle Bills.
Barnacle Bills for seafood. Oh, I hate driving in the rain.
Oh, really? Never bothers me.
No. Oh, the roads get so slippery.
Sounds like you need decent tyres.
Yeah? Like what?
Michelin's.
Oh, I think I'd rather save the money.
Well, it depends on what you value most, I guess.
Why don't we take your car to pick up the kids?
I think we'd better.
Michelin, because so much is riding on your tyres.
If NEC was a car, you'd expect it to be the world's best. The ultimate in advanced technology. But there's something else that makes NEC unique. Although we are the most advanced in home entertainment, business communications and computer systems, we never forget that the most important thing about a machine is the person driving it. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Okamura?
Ever wish that some tile stores would just go away? Well, Beaumont Tiles did.
Yeah, what? We did.
Halfway around the world for multicoloured slate. It's only $12.95 a metre. Around Australia for Johnson's floor tiles, up to 1/3 off. To England and Italy. And came back with a world of wall and floor tiles that are now 25 to 50% off, but only till the 1st of October. To Beaumont Tiles, 200 Grove Street, and discount tile warehouses.
Just about everywhere.
So despite being held goalless in the first term, the Hawks got home by 21 points. Let's check the score again for you. Hawthorn 9, 12-66. Carlton 6-9.